All right, the journey begins. Here we are. Levi, what time is it?
It is 04:11.
04:11, Thursday, March 31st.
You know, when beginning a road trip, one must always consider your necessities. Your food, your sleep, and your stoke. And right now, we're running a little low on food and sleep, but we got plenty of stoke.
Last time I was here was 1 year ago exactly, with my mom coming to see UM for the first time.
Well,
since we were like 6 or 7,
Yeah.
we're 15.
Yeah.
Luke is applying sunscreen with extreme precision and accuracy to preserve the Choco tan line.
I was tied for first for the best Choco tan at the end of the summer.
Luke.
But the other guy was Filipino, so you couldn't really do a comparison.
After maybe an hour of some crashing and burning, we're apparently all almost there. My leg's bleeding, but you know.
Oh my. What happened?
I was just walking and I fell down, but it's okay.
California, Tucky. Montucky.
It says it on our SUV.
Levi and I just got back from kayaking. We probably went about a mile out there. Pretty darn nice, if I have to say. Carl, how's your burrito going?
They're pretty good.
I like to surf. I stood up on the board about 3 times.
That's scarier.
It was pretty. I feel pretty successful. All credit goes to my excellent coaches.
In the area that much sheep.
It's the end of a long day of surfing, kayaking, absorbing the sun and the sea, as it were. And I've got one conclusion about surfing. It's exhausting and much more difficult than you think it is.
I want one.
Woo! Yes.
Good morning. Here we are on, what is it? I think it's day 3? Day 4. After a night of very restful sleep, after a day of extreme surfing. We woke up to some serious fog, and it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get out and shred the hour again today, but well, here I am down by the beach this morning. The tri-tip steak we had last night, you know, keep in mind, I haven't had steak in over a year. Just hit me. Just walking along the beach, and there's absolutely nothing I can do. So I had to stop right here and take a massive, so that's that. All right, here we are at the Norman's house. Just moved the trailer from the beach. We'll be here for another couple nights.
Oh yeah!
No, stop it!
Got him.
I hate you so much. Get out of here.
Sorry for the wind noise. Here we are at the top of Ventura, the topmost point here.
I don't think it's the topmost point, but it's pretty nice.
We've spent the day mostly relaxing in the sun, not doing much. We're gonna hike right up there in a minute.
You agree, Levi?
I don't have to agree.
Well, then we can't do the bet, and then we can't justify getting zapped. We have a 2,750 volt fly zapper, and we played a bocce ball game earlier today, and you know we're doing a rematch, and you know the losers straight get zapped. Bocce?
No, there's the game. Out comes the fly swatter.
All right, boys.
Actually, Reed was the. Okay, just let me do it.
You can
I'm
touch
gonna do
it
it under my own power.
with any part of your
Hold
body.
the
just gonna
button.
do it.
Hold the button.
No.
Well, we hold it. Although we haven't done it in 2 weeks. It's a crane fly. The crane fly.
But I'm saying, like, it's
Yeah,
another one of those interesting, like,
those are
regional things.
Crane
Like,
flies.
each region has a different name for them.
We call them stone flies.
I don't believe you. They're crane flies.
They're crane flies.
But some people call them pterodactyl flies.
We also call them mayflies.
Well, that's a
Mosquito
That's,
hunting.
yeah, but
They're crane flies.
everybody.
Crane
Everybody.
flies.
Like, well, that's what they are. They're chameleons. It's like, well, they're not. It's like, well, if everyone calls them chameleons, then they're chameleons. But they're not chameleons. They're green and
chameleons.
old.
We're at the rolling pin here. First donuts of the trip. How are you feeling about that? And what's your strategy approaching it?
First donuts of the trip. Well, I'm very excited. I don't really know the menu here, so I'm just gonna say, give me the big one.
Give me the big one.
I don't even know how to go at this thing. It's intimidating, really. But you know, I always say, there's nothing better to wash down chocolate than chocolate.
This is filled with Bavarian cream, which everyone knows is a staple product of Germany. And then it's covered in Mexican chocolate.
Which everyone knows is a staple of Mexico.
Each in America for a fully international experience. So here we are, being crazy international, even though we're still in the United States of America. Turns out, California is just a state. How often do you have 2 pieces of cake and then also 2 donuts? Not often.
Let's hope.
Speaking of amazing, these donuts. Okay, so I was eating so fast, I bit my lip,
I don't think so.
like really hard. Instant cake or syrup, but it's a very small price to pay. It's trivial injury compared to the joy that's received from eating donuts.
What are your thoughts on how the video blogging is coming along?
You know, it's coming along well. I'm rather impressed with the ability of my comrades. They've eagerly picked up the camera in a physical sense and also in a metaphorical sense. You know, they've been really picking up the essence of photography through this trip, and you know that makes my heart warm. It's day 5. We're heading out to LA today. Plan is to hit up Stumptown for some high quality coffees and then hike to the Griffith Observatory and the Hollywood sign. So we'll see how that goes. Luke's sunscreening up. Luke, can you tell me your strategy for putting on sunscreen while in the California sun?
Yes, of course. When visiting La Ciudad de Los Angeles, it's important that you get all aspects of your body. I always start with the bridge of my nose and work out from there to the face, forehead in kind of a Cherokee Brave pattern. And then I move on to the beefy arms, and you got to make sure to get plenty to cover the large surface area. So I usually go in kind of a circular motion, and then you know, you can hit the shins, and then if you're going shoeless, you got to make sure that you follow the sunscreen along the Chaco contour to keep up the competition with your little sisters.
Now, Carl, you fare from the native lands. What's your sunscreen strategy?
Well, I don't wear any.
That's right. Got an excellent view of the Hollywood sign with my 35mm lens.
It looks just like it's supposed to look. It looks like the Hollywood sign.
Here we are at the top of, what is this called? Hollywood Mountain. That's
Mount
it.
Hollywood.
Mount Hollywood. My apologies. As you can see, we have a gorgeous, stunning view of LA here. My great uncle used to have a water stop around here for runs that would happen, and he would have a naked woman stand at the water stop to motivate the runners to get up the hill and grab some water. And it's apparently a famous landmark these days, and as hard as we've tried, we've not been able to find it.
Two awesome things joining: Bear Grylls knife and coffee. It's a good thing. I like the look.
We just came from Stumptown. I'm very pleased. Got my nitro cold brew, excellent. Levi got some Hairbender.
Got some coffee for my mom.
Guatemala Santa Clara.
Here, there we go. This is for you, Mom.
Original art.
Here we are vacuuming out the car a bit, prepping for a shoot for Alaska Air with Carl. He's being very kind and